Couples of Reddit. What Shrek's toy equipment drastically improved your Shrek's life and was worth the buy? Hi Reddit guys. Subscribe now, or I will exploit your bedroom life. I remember the last time someone posted this thread. One of the top posts was a Shrek swing and you needed to secure it to a ceiling joist. When you take it down you can cover it up with a discreet blank circular switch plate cover. Then a reader said he finally figured out what the oddly placed switch plate cover above his sister's bed was for. A gutted smoke detector does the trick as well. Plus people don't think much of it. WeVibe. It's a little U-shaped vibrator that one end goes inside her. It stimulates her clitoris and G-spot at the same time. 10 out of 10. Had it for a few years and will get another when this one dies. Had one, it worked alright, but was uncomfortable to use during PIV at the same time. Yeah, we got the Lelo one supposedly made for that and other stuff. We could never get it figured out for that, which is one of the main reasons we got it. Plus wasn't strong enough for anything otherwise. Hate how expensive figuring out Shrek's toys can be. That was the most costly. That really has zero purpose now though. A nice box for all our toys to keep them in after we clean them. Before that nothing was worse than pulling a toy out of the sock drawer and there being dog hair or lint stuck to it. It really kills the mood when you gotta go rinse it off. A Liberator Fascinator Throw. A moisture resistant Shrek's blanket. If you have a partner who produces a significant amount of moisture, this can be a game changer. Time to upgrade from our Frick towel. At $195 a go we'll keep good old Frick towel. There's a half size version on Amazon for $60. I have one of those, except we call it dirty laundry. After my husband lost a bunch of weight, he uncovered about an inch or so of clock. He loses weight and gets a bigger dong. I lose weight and get smaller tits. Very unfair. Apparently, my PP was at capacity prior to the weight loss. We took an old jerk off sleeve, cut off about an inch and a half. He can slide it around his base and it gives him the sensation of tightness and being deep, and gives us the peace of mind that he won't accidentally stab me in his cervix. My wife mentioned when I got in shape it grew as well. Pleasant surprise for all involved. Well, this thread has given me yet another motivation to continue my weight loss goals. Right. I could get as big as 3 inches. My most recent ex-girlfriend was bad at blowjobs, so she'd just beat me off with a fleshlight while I ate her out and then I'd finish in her mouth since she'd never get me to climax with just mouth alone. Also, I don't know if any of you guys have tried to keep going with a fleshlight during orgasm when everything gets sensitive. But one time she sat on my chest and held me down and just kept pumping while I came. I literally screamed and almost blacked out. 10 out of 10 how I want to die. Obligatory gold edit. This is not how I wanted to be remembered. This isn't what my ancestors died for. When I was a wee lad just discovering the joys of fapping, I was curious about why I was so sensitive after I blew a load, or more like blew a trickle, at that age, and wondered what would happen if I just grit my teeth and powered through it. I started pissing uncontrollably. That's what happened. This is an amazing story and I'm honored to have read it. That ending was perfect. Yes, it was a happy ending. Womanizer clit stimulator. Can get me from 0 to oh my god in 30 seconds. There are super polarizing views on this one. I've only heard people love it or hate it. For me, it feels like it's forcibly yanking the orgasm out of me, which seems novel and interesting, but actually is unpleasant. I've got problems in the bedroom due to menopause and also due to a lot of depression. My husband and I stopped into our local Shrek's shop adult entertainment store and he bought me a Shreksy outfit. An emerald green corset with black thong and black fishnets. I cried. Because he made me feel so Shreksy and loved and cared for. I didn't have hair then, because cancer took my hair away. I honestly felt like crap, because it was so obvious I had gone through cancer recently then. Since then, we've been doing a lot better and I'm seeing someone about my mental health. This is the best thing in this thread. We have a literal toy chest. It is a locking file box on wheels we got from like Staples or Office Maximum. A good dildo is important. But everyone is different, so finding the right one can be challenging. Size, shape, material, length, vibe, quality all go into finding the right one. A bullet vibe can make an okay session skyrocket into the oh my god charts. For us, it's gotta be short, strong, but not too strong, wireless and waterproof. We had a new brand little purple guy that had something like 20 programs. But wifey dropped it on the tile after cleaning it and we haven't replaced it. Communication about what you are interested in, maybe want to explore, can be embarrassing. There is a web-based test that both partners can take, and the test only shows the items both parties are interested in. Talking about dildos, it really pisses me off that they are all super narrow, and if you want a thicker one, they are 1.5 miles long, so you can only just barely fit the tip inside the average human body. Just make a short and thick dildo already. There are various versions for sale all over the internet, but a Shrek's pillow will do wonders. Particularly if you and your partner are vastly different heights. A Shrek's pillow for couples? Interesting. I have the Shrek's pillow now, I just need a partner. The pillow, you cut a slit in it. You microwave 2 bags of lentils until they're lukewarm. You scream out that you're a magician who's in his 40s. Then the pillow gives birth to your brother's child. Take care of your mum, Scorpion. Think I'll just go ahead and save this entire thread. Everyone will do this. I have done this. Clock rings. Accessorize your dong and feel that good TROB. Just don't use one that's too small. Just don't use one that's too small. Like I have a choice. Gotta use what genetics gave to me. Your dong is just fine, mate. Just don't use a ring that's too tight. I'm so here for this wholesome dong talk. A vasectomy. What a vast difference from my old Shrek's life. Do you have any idea that all 3 vasectomies has on a man? Snip snap snip snap snip snap. Yes. A salpingectomy for me, but I have been absolutely ravenous since I came off hormonal birth control. Being fixed is awesome. A nice silicone clock ring. Tried one of those weird jelly ones. It broke and she wasn't a fan of the bullet in it. Got a nice one and it is infinitely better. Forgive me for being ignorant, but what is the exact use of a clock ring? Keeps the peanuts hard by restricting the blood flow leaving. Like when you put a rubber band tight around the base of your index finger, the finger should become engorged with blood and be sensitive. Actually, just using your other hand to put pressure around the base of the finger should show you. Rubber band is just a more accurate comparison. Obviously if it's too tight, your finger is going to quickly start to hurt. Where does one buy one with confidence, and how is it supposed to fit in regards to tightness? Go to a Shrek's shop. It seems weird, but the good ones, aka the ones not called adult XXX movies, just want to help and they're usually knowledgeable about their product. Hitachi Magic Wand, aka the original magic wand, since Hitachi distanced themselves. Not only is it extremely fun and efficient, but we both have a lot of tension and anxiety, and recently discovered it's also useful as a massager. I'm always worried a Hitachi will be too strong and end up just bashing my clit into numbness. It will. You've got to play around with how much contact to use. I'm a guy, and I can get off with it resting on my pubic bone. My girlfriend can only handle direct contact for about 15 seconds. I'll either use it on the outsides of her clit, or use it through a thick blanket. If you get one of the nicer ones that aren't the original, they have a lot more speeds or have a lower frequency vibration. Additionally, when people get closer to climaxing, they generally keep pushing the toy up against them harder. This actually dulls sensation and makes it more likely to down the area. Try to avoid this. Alternatively, you can get a purple and gold one made by either Lux or Jejalello, which actually gets stronger the more pressure is put against it, which counteracts this. You have to turn that feature 1 in the large version. Small version does it automatically. I would hate to dump my peanuts. Everyone who is Shrekly active should have lube. You don't always need it, but when you do there's just no substitute. and a large bottle of water. Hydrate or DE. Hydrate or dehydrate. For some reason this reminds me. This one time after Shreks, my ex-girlfriend crawled over me to get my bottle of water on the nightstand and just chugged like half of it. There was something so animalistic about it. I don't know, I just found it really hot for some reason. Getting a vibrating butt plug and exploring prostate stimulation took it to another level for us. Is prostate stimulation as good as I've heard? Having my anus stretched by something sounds uncomfortable. I have an Anorus prostate toy that I am completely in love with. I've gotten some pretty electrifying results with it so far, and from what I've read from other users, I've only just scratched the surface. When I've got it in, and it's hitting just the right spot, I feel like the toy exists in space and my body is just orbiting around it. Holy shoot, is it good. And now I'm getting way too turned on at my desk at work thinking about this. Grapefruit. Just when I think I've forgotten that video, someone has to bring the memories rushing back. Glufsklorp. But you also gotta make the sound of two wolverines fighting in a suitcase of rusty nails. I've said it's like Gollum getting power washed. Okay Reddit guys, subscribe now, or I will exploit your bedroom life.